G'day, welcome to Down on the Woodworks. Today's build is a bit of a special build, seeing how it's ANZAC Day today. Recently I was asked if I would build a display case for some medals that belong to an Aussie digger who served in World War II. So absolutely I was happy to do that, and please stay through to the end of the video and you can have a good look at those medals and see who they belong to. I managed to find this board in my woodpile that was just the right size for all the pieces I needed to make the display case. And although it had a bit of a twist in it, it was a lot thicker than I needed, so there was plenty of room to mill the separate pieces flat. I started by ripping it into half, and then halves again to get 4 boards. I was quite surprised at the different amounts of twist in each of these, considering they came from the same piece. Next I used the jointer to flatten one face, and I managed to get the most twisted boards flat with only a few passes. My jointer knives have a couple of nicks in them, so I used a scraper to remove those raised lines that are left. Although I was going to resaw these boards thinner, I ran them through the thicknesser to flatten the opposite faces, because it would be easier to mill them further with 2 flat and parallel faces. I then ripped them to final width using the table saw, and then resawed them using my small 3-wheeled bandsaw. Which is surprisingly very accurate. Then I ran all the pieces through the thicknesser again to remove the bandsaw marks. I cut the thinner boards into strips that I was going to laminate together to make the front edge of the door to hold the glass, because the sides of the box weren't thick enough for a rebate. This will make sense soon. I clamped all 8 strips together, making sure one edge was level, then covered that edge with masking tape. This allowed me to open up the pairs to apply glue, and also stopped them from sliding around while trying to clamp them together. I kept the resawn boards numbered so they'd get glued back onto the board they were cut from. I then glued the narrow strips to their corresponding board to form the front lip on the lid for the glass. Once the glue was set, I mitered all the sides to final length, ready for glue up. But first I cut a rebate into the back inside edge of the sides to house the backing board. Then it was time to glue it all together. I used my long steel rule to make sure the front faces of each piece were lined up straight. I love this bit, bringing it all together. I used 6mm ply for the back of the case. Okay, so the box is coming along very nicely. All the miters absolutely look perfect. Probably the best miters I've done so far. Yeah, but there is one thing I've noticed. What I forgot to consider about this box is that it's actually going to be hung on the wall. And obviously I want the box to sit flush against the wall all the way around. Now, the best or easiest way to do that is to make sure that the hanging point is inset from the back of the box. Unfortunately, I've glued it all together now, so I can't extend that groove on the table saw, but I can easily do that on the router table, which is what I'll do. And then I'll just square off the corners with the chisel. I applied some self-adhesive black felt to the inside of the case back where the metals would be fixed to make them stand out a bit more. Good thing I've had a lot of practice applying contact to school books. I trimmed off a small strip around the perimeter to allow for the back to be glued in place. I used some offcuts to act as cawls to help clamp the back in place. Once the back was dry, it was time to separate the lid. I set the height of the blade to just a smidge lower than the thickness of the sides, which leaves a very thin amount of timber so that the lid and the base don't collapse into each other while you're cutting them. The two are then easily separated by using a sharp knife and then a bit of sanding. I used a beeswax finish on the case which darkened the wood very nicely. I then installed some brass hinges on the top of the case so the lid opens upwards. I also installed a small magnet in the base and a small screw in the lid so that the screw head would contact the magnet and keep the lid closed. I applied a very thin bead of clear silastic to the inside of the lid to avoid any ugly squeeze out. And just made sure the glass had good contact all the way around. I made my own hanging bracket and glued it in place. Then added a couple of small clips to the back to hold the metals. And the display case was done. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks very much for watching through to the end. I'm really happy with how the display case turned out. It looks great with the metals in it. And I'm proud of the fact too that it's going to serve as a reminder for a very long time to come, hopefully, and get passed down through generations. If you haven't done so already, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and also give the video a big thumbs up. It does help, and share it around with your friends. If you want to see what I'm up to in between videos, you can follow me on Instagram. But until the next one, you guys all have a great day.